Hello, everyone. So, this video is going to be a little bit personal. As you can tell by the title, it's beginnings of a weight loss journey. For the past few years, I haven't been taking very good care of myself mentally. I'm fine in the head, as as good as someone can be playing Last of Us in their house every day. But physically, I have not been taking very good care of myself. Don't worry, this isn't like an announcement. I'm not sick. I have no like long-term condition or anything. But I've been neglecting my health for a very, very long time, and I've hit a point recently where I really, really officially want to do something about it. And I've known this for a while, but especially last month I turned 29, which means in less than a year from now I'll be 30. And that scares me just a teeny tiny bit because when you're younger you can lose weight pretty quickly, or you can just live like a really unhealthy lifestyle, but your metabolism won't allow you to be like obese. The older you are, the harder it is to like get in really good shape. And I've hit a point right now where I want to start taking care of myself. And I actually have some pictures to show you. Just from this angle right here, you can't tell like I'm like overweight. I'm sure you can tell a little bit, but not like the amount that you probably don't know about. But I want to show you some pictures. This is I have 3 pictures here. This is what I looked like in middle school and high school. Look at this. Now these pictures, they aren't like super clear because I had to take them pictures on my phone from my yearbooks that I still have. This was 8th grade, so this was 2007, 2008. I don't remember the exact date. Probably towards the end of 2007. So 15 years ago, this is what I looked like. I was in such good shape then. Notice the pierced left ear and the gold chain. I was a little gangster. Yeah, I was in really, really good shape. The next year I was a freshman. This was middle school. The next year I was a freshman in high school, and this, without a doubt, was like my physical peak. So this would be 13 years ago, or 14. I think, yeah, 14 years ago. And yeah, oh God, I was on the tennis team. I was doing cardio. I remember I weighed 135 pounds. I was so light. I was lifting more than I weighed. Oh, I could do pull-up. I could do like 20 pull-ups this way. I could do like 40 consecutive of like the star push-ups. I remember being in such good shape. I wasn't even old enough to go to the gym myself. I had to go with my dad. That's how long ago that was. And this is what I looked like senior year of high school. Don't worry, I didn't wear a tux to my senior high school photos. They make you do this for everyone. We went there. This would be the beginning of 2011. No, the end of 2011. So 11 years ago. You go there and they give you like a slip-on front half of a tuxedo, and that's what you take the pictures in. All the guys in the senior year wear the same exact thing. But yeah, I was also in very good shape there. So thin. But now I look like this. I know. And you can only blame age so much. I really, since I started my streaming career, I haven't taken good care of my body. Plain and simple. I started to care. I cared more about, building my channel and making myself financially, independent and making this whole career sustainable, that I really have neglected my health. And frankly, the inactivity of this hobby hasn't helped either. Sitting in this chair 6 or 7 hours a day, at least the days that I stream, that doesn't help either. And I've never been like diagnosed with like a food addiction thing, but I honestly feel like I do kind of have something, like a very minor food addiction problem, because when I'm at my worst, like I get done with a stream around midnight, let's say, and I'm starving, I'll literally eat an entire box of ronzoni pasta or something. The whole box. And I would do that like multiple times a week. That's when it's at its worst. Now, that entire box should feed a family of 6, and I'm eating the whole thing like before I go to bed multiple times a week. That's like when it's at its worst. But then I get to a point where if I like don't do that, my body will like not doing it will kind of manifest into almost physical pain. Where it's like, come on, this is what we're used to. Come on, what are you waiting for? Do it again. And when you don't do that, it's almost like a detoxing feeling where it's like, I need this. I need this. It brings me joy. I love good tasting food. I'm part Italian, and I live in New Jersey. There's an Italian restaurant every half a block. But yeah, I'm at the point now it's getting out of hand. And I want to show, no, what was the point I was getting to? Like our family does have have a history of addiction problems. For some, not many people, but for some, it's alcohol. I know some where it's some painkiller addiction. I even know some that have gambling addiction. I really do kind of think I have like a food addiction just because of how much I eat and the quantity of it and all of that. Where sometimes I literally just cannot say no to these temptations where I'll have not much in the house, to keep me from eating this kind of stuff. And then I'll end a stream 30 minutes before the grocery store closes just so I can go and get something. Because it's like I can't go the night without it. So it's getting out of hand, and I want to stop because, and this is the part I'm going to embarrass myself right now. This is well, you saw those photos. I'm going to show you a couple more. This is what I look like. Well, I took these photos a couple days ago. Yeah. I'm making this the before photo. I got to show the before photo. I'm hopeful I can provide a good after photo in a year or so. But yeah, not exercising, eating whatever I want, sitting in this chair all day. And yeah, it's pretty much led to this. And like I said, even just looking at it now, it's embarrassing that I let it get this bad. And here's what it looks like from the side. The stomach, Now I can say, oh, part of it's genetic, When my dad was in his mid-30s, he ran marathons. He ran the New York City Marathon. That's 27 miles, and even in the best shape of his life, he still had a bit of a stomach. He calls it the Calabrese curse. But I can't blame that for the pictures I just showed you. That's all me. That's all me. And again, the old photo showed you, I used to be in really, really good shape. And as for the exact weight, I'll show you a picture of the scale. This was taken yesterday. 255 pounds. I am 5'10", and I am 255 pounds. I should be under 200. I should be under 200. So, I'm sort of beginning a new-ish video series where I'm like the day or 2 days after I put out clips of the month, I'm going to post like a health update. No, I'm sure there's one, maybe even two of you out there that are like, Anthony, I literally just do not care. I only care about your speed runs. This doesn't affect me at all. I really don't care. I didn't need to see those photos. They were gross, And I get it, especially when it comes to speedrunning. Normally, people only follow someone for like one thing of content. But here's the thing. Me feeling better and getting healthier does affect your viewing experience because I take a lot of days off. I do. Some of those days are just mental health days because, just playing the same game over and over and over and over again with very little variety. I need a break every now and then to feel productive and to want to do it. because I still do enjoy it and I want to do it for a long time. But there are other times I'll take a day off just because I'm lacking the energy. Where if I just go live, I'll just be like, hey, everyone. All right, another day of speedruns. Let's go. You know, you probably recognize that. I do that quite frequently. And yeah, I really just want to stop. Again, less than a year from now, I'm going to be 30, and it scares me a little. Because if I just keep putting this off for another year, eventually it's going to be... I don't think it's ever going to be too late, but I look, again, I know how much that like I eat and don't exercise. I could be digging myself an early grave and just not be knowing it. Again, those pictures I showed you, they're not fake. I'll show you one more thing. Hold on. You know, and I'm not puffing out the stomach. I just pulled the t-shirt down a little bit. That's really like what my body looks like, because you don't really get to see it that much. Normally, my layout looks like this, you know? So if you're not, you know, some of you probably didn't even know that it was that bad. But yeah, unfortunately, it is. Now, the reason I'm making like this video series mainly is because in the past I've tried to take better care of my health, but it hasn't really worked out that well. I do well for a while. I'm at the gym, I'm eating healthier. That lasts for about a month, maybe a month and a week. But then I like relapse. I get hungry and I have some pasta. Then I have it again the next day. I have it again the next day. I'll take a day off from the gym. Just be like, oh, I'll go the next day. And then I don't go back. And then the cycle just continues over and over. So doing it on my own historically, hasn't worked. I feel like if I provide an update to everyone once a month, I'm going to want to deliver some good news, you know? If I'm under the pressure to deliver good news, you know, I'll think twice about having that thing of pasta or skipping a day at the gym, or, you know, you need time to rest. I understand that, but just it'll allow me to take this more seriously if will be forced to provide a good update. Again, I want this to last for a while, not a month, not 2 months. I want this to last for like a year. I want this to be a really like big changing point in my life. And I think that'll positively affect the stream as well. And again, do you know why I wear white t-shirts a lot? Because the clothes in my closet aren't really fitting me anymore. That's the honest truth. Like, the other reason is I'm surrounded by like some warm equipment. You know, I'm in the corner of my living room. I got the exhaust from the console, the monitors, the PC. It can get a little warm in this part of the room. But the biggest reason is my clothes are starting to not fit. And again, I showed you those pictures of what I looked like when I was younger. And it's like, that wasn't because I was young and youthful, energetic. It was because I exercised. And I had my family cooking meals for me, you know, to prevent me from getting so bleh, what I am now. And I'll probably get comments that are like, oh, Anthony, don't be so hard on yourself. You're not that bad. It's like, yeah, if there was a camera on me 24/7, like just showing the meals I ate, you'd see just how bad it's gotten. It has gotten very bad. So I kind of rambled a bit, and probably embarrassed myself a bit with some of the photos I showed you. But yeah, like the second or third of every month, I'm going to provide an update on just how I'm open to advice on how to get there, but I know what I have to do. I have to go to the gym. I need to incorporate cardio. I need to cut out the carbs. I need to cut down on the portion sizes as well. And yeah, that's a big part of it. I need to do more cardio. And yeah, again, I'm open to like some advice, but overall, I know what I have to do. It's just finding the motivation to do it. And honestly, I couldn't even tell you why. I lack the motivation to do this for myself. Again, I think because sometimes I'm just so focused on everything else that I have to do, getting a record, making this YouTube video, making, how's the revenue for the month? Is it good enough? Is it, when you get so focused on your career that you just kind of neglect other things in your life. I've done that for a long time. And I kind of want to stop. Now, this announcement doesn't mean I'm going to like be streaming less. It's not going to affect my streaming schedule at all. If anything, I hope it increases the schedule a bit because it'll make me feel more productive. But yeah, this is hopefully going to be a very long-term video series where I can provide a positive update each month. And yeah, like subjecting myself to potential public ridicule, I think is a pretty good motivator. You know. So yeah, I don't really know what else more to say. Um, just yeah, when we get around to September of 2023, I'll be 30 years old, and I hope I'm in a much better place. As for like a specific goal, because I think a specific goal is important, I'm not really sure. Like I said, right now I'm 255 pounds. I don't know why. I'm picking a number out of my head. I'd like to be below 220, but I feel like the eventual goal is me getting below 200. Because like I said before, I don't know if I said it at all, I'm 5'10". 255 is way too much. Way too much. Maybe it's okay if it's like all muscle and you're 6% fat, but that is definitely not the case here. So yeah, as for a specific goal, I'm not quite sure what it is. But just thinking out loud and not knowing what the progress is going to be, I'd like to be below 220 before I turn 30. But if we're on a good roll, maybe I can get below 200. I don't know, but that's probably a little bit too steep. But yeah, so yeah, I would say like look forward to those updates, but again, I don't even know how this video is going to be received, so yeah, I hope to provide a some good news a month from now. We'll just take it from there and then see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on this tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym for the first time since like January. But yeah, I'll see you guys on stream.